Another Brick fan here with a BrickHeads review. This is German Shepherd. This is set 40440, was released in January 2021, has 246 pieces, no minifigures, and cost about $15 when it was released. These are BrickHeads number 118 and 119, and they are part of the new Pets sub-theme for BrickHeads. Let's go ahead and get these built, and then we'll take a closer look. These BrickHeads are displayed differently than most of the 2-packs we've seen. Now, a 2-pack with a large and a smaller BrickHead is not uncommon. We've seen that many times. But what is different is that they're put together on one stand. Sort of, because they still have the 6x6 plates that each is mounted on. It's just they're connected together inside of this little playpen or stand. It almost looks like a dog bed. Probably that's kind of the idea behind it. So the dog bed is done with this red outline here. There's a sticker here on one of these arch pieces with bones. There's also an alternate one that you can do with the dog paws here. So it's up to you. You get both stickers. And then we have a large and a smaller version of these German Shepherds. So let's take a quick look at each of them. Starting with the puppy, we see he's in kind of a sitting position. You can see his hind legs here are kind of tucked up underneath him, and then he has these straight legs in the front. He has this sand green collar that goes all the way around. He's got his tongue hanging out. His nose is built with a couple of jumper plates. So there's a 1x3 and a 1x2 jumper plate, and then this rounded tile here in the front. I like how they did the ears with these kind of roof peak pieces that are done with, they're 1x2, but they're sloped here in the back, so it gives that gap there for the big floppy ears, which I think turned out quite well. The tail is on a clip so that it can move up and down. And then the back here has just a little bit of texturing with a combination of a tile and a plate here. Both sides are done exactly the same. There is a little bit of gray showing through here on the bottom. So I'm assuming that's because of the stud on the side piece that's used there, and it just didn't get quite completely covered up. Let's take a look at the larger dog. Here's our larger German Shepherd, or the adult German Shepherd. And as you can see, he's also in a sitting position. Unlike the puppy though, his legs can splay out a little bit here because they're on hinges. You're not gonna, maybe you could see the dog lying down with his legs behind him here, or just splayed out a little bit in the back. The use of these triangular tiles here make it look like a bandana that he's wearing around his neck. You can see that his nose is also built out of these cheese wedge slopes here, and then a jumper plate with that curved 1x1 tile there in the front. Large forehead that's also sloped with those corner tiles, quarter round tiles, and a little bit of hair sticking out using these wedge pieces here. And then his ears, I think, are built kind of nicely here with those 1x2 with a wedge in the front there, and then a 2x2 slope here to create his ears perked up above, unlike the puppy whose ears were kind of flopped down. On the back here, he has the same kind of tail as the puppy did. This one's obviously a little bigger, but it just goes up and down because it's on that clip piece here. A little bit more texturing with these cheese wedges down here, a flat tile here in the back, and then the other side is just done the same way as the front side. That bandana look makes for a really nice effect for our dog here. Overall, I think this is a nice set of BrickHeads. It's the same price as these kind of 2-packs with a large and small BrickHead have been. They've all been around $15, at least in the US. This bigger stand, kind of the dog bed look, I think works pretty well. Interestingly, they have set it up so that there is a tile back here, so there's a gap that their tail will fit through. So the tails don't have to be up in the air, they can actually be down here, so they kind of plan for those tails to be in a specific place. I suppose if you wanted to, you could pull these individual 6x6 plates out and just display them separately instead of together in this little dog bed, but overall it really does look good. This is one of 2 of the new pets theme that have been released so far. The other is a short hair cat set. I'll leave a link to my review up here. I expect they're going to be releasing more of these pet-themed BrickHeads this year and probably further into the future. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this BrickHead set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to my channel to see more of my content. I've left a link to my BrickHeads review playlist up here on the screen.